Let me open with a hard question. If your partner's phone buzzed right now, could you say with absolute certainty who's on the other end? Or are you leaning on blind trust? Because when a woman wants to hide another man, she doesn't just delete him, she buries him. She weaves him into the fabric of her everyday life in ways that seem so ordinary, so harmless. You'd never think twice. While you're living under the illusion of security, she's operating a second story, right under your nose. And here's the part most men don't want to face. Ignoring these subtle strategies doesn't just cost you clarity, it can cost you years of your life. That's why today, I'm exposing 6 places women disguise their affair partners inside their phones. Some of them are so brazen, you'll wonder how you never noticed. Before we break it down, let's settle something. What does trust really mean to you? Is it blind faith? Never asking questions? Never checking? Or is it transparency? The kind that earns confidence instead of assuming it. Drop your answer in the comments. I guarantee men are split down the middle on this one. And hit subscribe right now, because what I'm about to show you could completely change how you look at loyalty. 1. The corporate cloak. One of the simplest, yet most effective disguises is the work contact. Why? Because business feels boring, unquestionable, and legitimate. If you see Jessica HR or Daniel Logistics pop up, you shrug and move on. Who suspects an Excel spreadsheet? That's the power of the corporate cloak. She can take her affair partner, let's call him Ryan, and transform him into Ryan. Regional manager. Every late night text or after hours call now looks like professional hustle. You don't question it because you know what it's like to get urgent emails yourself. Some women go further, inventing fake companies that sound completely real. Tech One Solutions or Marketing Plus Group. Google them and they vanish because they don't exist. They're masks. I knew a man named Mark who ignored months of late night messages from Tom Accounting. The name looked boring, safe, until he checked the number and realized the Tom didn't even work at her firm. He was the other guy all along, hiding behind a fake corporate badge. The lesson? Work is the perfect camouflage because men instinctively give it respect. But if deadlines only come after dinner or you see contacts that never appear in her actual workplace, that's not hustle. That's hiding. 2. Family shielding. Now we enter darker territory. Instead of hiding behind colleagues, some women hide behind kin. Think about it. When you see her mom's name flash on the screen, what do you feel? Comfort, familiarity, zero suspicion. That's exactly why it works. All she has to do is add her affair partner's number under her mom's contact entry, or her sister's, or, yes, even someone in your family. So, mom suddenly has 2 phone numbers. One belongs to her, the other belongs to him. Every text, every call, every late night buzz now looks completely innocent. Jason, a man I spoke with, noticed his girlfriend's mom calling back to back one evening. Curious, he answered, it wasn't her mother. It was another man, stunned to hear Jason's voice on the line. That single slip shattered months of deception. Why does this tactic cut so deep? Because it hijacks your loyalty. It exploits the part of you that would rather doubt yourself than doubt family. The takeaway: if a family contact suddenly develops unusual calling habits, frequent texts at midnight, long chats that don't match real life behavior, that's not family closeness. That's cover. 3. The app trap. Here's where things get even more invisible. Her phone book looks spotless. No odd names. No duplicates. But that doesn't mean she's clean. It means she's compartmentalized. Modern messaging apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Signal run their own private ecosystems. She doesn't have to save him as a contact at all. He exists only inside the app. To you, it looks like casual scrolling. In reality, it's a hidden channel where whole conversations vanish in 24 hours. I knew Paul, married for 22 years. His wife's WhatsApp lit up constantly, but her contact list was squeaky clean. When he finally checked deeper, he found Danny Jim. Not in her phone book, not in her call logs, only in Telegram. Daily chats, disappearing photos, a secret relationship thriving while they sat side by side on the couch. If you see constant app notifications paired with a strangely quiet contact list, don't ignore it. The surface is clean because the dirt is underground. 4. The doctor's mask. This one is especially cruel. Because it exploits authority, you've been taught never to question medical contacts. Imagine you see Dr. Martinez or pediatrician's office pop up. Your reaction? Zero suspicion, maybe even concern. Who interrogates a doctor? That's the trick. She saves her affair partner as a physician, therapist, or emergency contact. If you ever ask, why is the doctor texting you late at night? She doesn't even need to explain. The very question makes you look paranoid. Steve, a 41-year-old, lived this. For months his partner's phone lit up with Dr. Martinez. He brushed it off until one morning a text came through. Good morning, beautiful. Doctors don't send those. Another man does. The brutal reality: if her emergency contact is texting more affectionately than you are, he's not there for her health. He's there for her heart. 5. The digital double life. If you think the phone book is the battlefield, you're already behind. The real war is on social media. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and Snapchat. Let her build an entirely separate identity where you don't even exist. He doesn't appear as Daniel Klein Services. He appears as Art Lover 88 or Mike Fit 92. To you, those handles look like strangers or hobbyists. To her, they're secret partners. George, married for 30 years, ignored his wife's endless time on Instagram. He thought it was fitness content. In reality, she was messaging Daniel Fit 92 daily. Private jokes, secret plans, photos exchanged, none of which ever touched her phone book. Social media is the perfect playground because messages vanish. Posts can be targeted to one person, and there's no trail in her texts. To you, it's harmless scrolling. To her, it's a hidden romance. 6. The clone contact strategy. This is the spy movie level trick. Instead of one name, she multiplies him. Her affair partner might appear 3 times in her phone. once as Danny Trainer, again as Dave Nutritionist, and a third time as Dan Massage Therapist. Same number, different masks. If you question one identity, she pivots to another. Delete one contact, two remain. You never catch him, because you're not looking for the same man in three disguises. Alan discovered this when he accidentally called his girlfriend's nutritionist, and her trainer answered. Same voice, same man, multiple masks. This isn't just secrecy. This is active manipulation. It's not about hiding him. It's about controlling what you believe. The bigger picture. Here's the harsh reality. These aren't accidents. They aren't harmless coincidences. Each of these tactics, the corporate cloak, the family disguise, the app trap, the doctor's mask, the social media playground, and the clone strategy, represent one thing, a conscious decision to deceive. So the real question isn't, where is she hiding him? The real question is, why are you willing to live in a relationship that requires disguises? Because once you notice these patterns, you can't pretend you didn't. And the longer you deny them, the deeper you fall into the trap. Your peace of mind should never depend on whether you play detective well enough. Your value as a man isn't defined by how many clues you collect. It's defined by whether you're willing to draw the line when lies become the foundation. So here's the choice. Either she steps into honesty or you step back into self-respect. But one way or another, you decide. If this opened your eyes, don't leave without subscribing. Tomorrow's video might save you months or even years of wasted energy. Hit like, share this with a friend who needs the wake-up call, and tell me in the comments, which of these 6 hiding spots shocked you the most? Because clarity is power, and once you see the patterns, you'll never be played the same way again.